J-Dawg back to answer more goddamn questions. Only one piddly fucking ass goddamn Patesky, so half the minimum goddamn quota from Robert Dolezel. Paid question. Pretty sure you sent Pateskys before too. Either that or places orders because I damn sure recognize your name. What's up, J-Dawg? I went to see Air Dog. Fucking goddamn dogs helping Air Dog get famous over here. It's like the Brad Pitt of death metal, as you have anointed him. He was, but I guess he's the Brad Pitt, and fucking who do the chicks think's the hottest guys of all? I think they like Johnny Depp the most, right? Johnny Depp from goddamn obviously you know what he's from, but specifically his look in Pirates of the Caribbean. Who's got him beat? The Johnny Depp Pirates of the Caribbean version is goddamn, I keep wanting to say his name's Kevin, but I don't think it's Kevin. The dude, he's the singer of Profanation from France. Showed you Profanation. And he's the bass player for Venefiction. I did the Venefiction interview. Check out my Venefiction interview. Good Black and Death thrash. He didn't sit in on that. I forget why he didn't either. I think maybe because he said he was the newest guy. I don't recall why, even though he was the one. I was talking to all those guys the entire Evil War week. And I was talking to him the most, though, so I don't know why. I can't remember why he didn't sit on it, but very, very, very friendly guy. And, yeah, he's definitely the goddamn Johnny Depp of the fucking metal scene. No doubt about it. He's got to be shaking the pussy off with a stick. Holy shitski. No fucking homo. And Moulder album release headline show last night at Reggie's. So you sent this today, so then 12th, because I'm recording this on the 13th. Or maybe you sent this very last night, so 12th or 11th was where they played. That was their album release date. Yeah, because the album came out, well, I don't know what the exact release date was, maybe November. Air Dog sent it to me, gave it a good 3 listens, and it definitely fucking jams, for sure. I mean, do I know it as well as the first 2? Not yet. Obviously, I haven't heard it as many times, but yeah, it's definitely good. Good-ass fucking cover art, too. He's like, holy fuck, they were amazing. Yeah, they are a good live band, because they they're reminiscent of, granted I wasn't there, but I'm there's this invention called YouTube, and I've searched, is what death metal bands looked like in the early 90s. Like, if you go and watch stuff, late 80s, early 90s, I mean, if you just see anything by Morbid Angel, Dismember, Sinister, Cannibal Corpse, the energy of the band, and just the whole aesthetic of it, Moulder represents, which makes goddamn sense. You know, all long-haired guys and they're young bucks. That's why I do cut some slack on the older guys, so they're not as much energy like Rob Baird or something, Cannibal Corpse. I mean, the guy's neck's fucked up. I get it. He's got goddamn battle wounds. But when you're in your 20s, dude, and you're just standing there with a fucking stick up your ass, come on, dude. Jesus, fuck, man. Let's just talk about a slack ass. It's like when I was, just working any job, When people saw myself, the go-getter, moving up the ladder, and it's just like they're wondering why they're not. I'm like, dude, you suck. You half-assed, you're just a goddamn slug. You got these goddamn slugs on stage. But again, one thing if it's an old-timer, I get it at that point. You know what I mean? Like, Alex Webster's, he kind of just keeps the hair down the face and does a little nodding. Again, his neck's fucked up. But he used to go watch old videos. And at the time the DAWG was there, of course, DAWG saw it in person. In the very, very early 2000s, he still had the goddamn, the neck was still intact. Corpse Grinder was always the king of goddamn headbanging. The windmills, even though Francisco, jamming out all badass, eat the goddamn decay, thinks windmills are the gayest thing ever. That's the first, what the shit? I always thought they were the coolest things ever. That's the first goddamn time I've ever fucking heard that shit. He said it on, if you haven't watched it, on the El Necron channel. Me and Francisco were on there doing, I don't know, debates or answering, I don't know, whatever the hell you want to call it, but a pretty cool podcast. I don't know, did it last month or whatever. I didn't even know Fran the man had that stance. I'm like, what? Who doesn't like goddamn, I was like, the windmills, technically headbanging too. A lot of people, they don't have that, in my opinion, it's kind of an art. You do it with the beat of the music. When it's blasting, that's windmills. When it's the thrash beat, it's the up and down. When it's the fucking more slow and doomy, it's a little bit more of a, not the homeboy goddamn starting the lawnmower moving the body, but the body moves a little bit more, but in a slower pace. You go with the fucking beats. Corpse Grinder was the goddamn king, but I always, back when we were kids, I'd never seen anybody that was a close second. other than Alex Webster. Webster was definitely hanging with the grinder, and then everyone else they were fighting for third by a fucking very large margin. But Webster doesn't do it to the same degree anymore. But I give him a pass. I'm not like, what's this hoagie up there doing? He even says it in this Centuries of Torment DVD. I believe it was on there, right? The documentary. Pretty sure that's what it was on, or maybe I saw it on YouTube, but I think it was on there. Dude, his neck's all fucked up, and there's no doubt about it. That doesn't shock me the least bit, doing that for 30 goddamn years straight. Of course it is. And he's getting up there, man. He's not far from 60. So I've probably been to 30 shows this year, and they had the set of the year. Set of the year, huh, homeboy? Goddamn. They sent everyone else I've seen this year, including most of the big boys, a death metal and thrash metal, home on a stretcher. Not too hard to do, though, goddammit. There's a lot of these guys, yeah, they don't even know how to dress on fucking stage. Jesus fuck. And fix that hat. Know that goddamn line? Even fucking Homer Simpson knows. It's the third time I've seen them, and they blew away their other performances as well. I don't know if it was their youthful energy. They were youthful, all right, and younger, or the fact that it was their album release show, but it was fucking great. I bought the new LP, of course. Did you have the homeboy sign it? Get that shit down for goddamn memory lane. You know what I mean? 20 years from now, look, because it seems like, I understand, like, it seems silly at the time. I always kind of, maybe not so much as a kid, felt like an ass. But in recent times, but dude, it's when you look back 20 years later and shit, it's cool. Like when I go look back at my Vader stuff, dude, it's signed by all the guys. It's signed by even Doc from Vader. Well, he's fucking dead now. Dude, Waco Jesus, Destruction of Commercial Scum. It's signed by all that entire lineup. That was the only album that was out when I saw Waco Jesus, the Ohio Death Fest. Nick Null is fucking dead. I have that album signed by all the guys. So when you look at, in the moment, it's kind of like, oh shit, it's kind of cheesy. But fast forward 20 and 30 years, assuming you're not a goddamn poser, not going to be burnt out, dead or in jail, and just out of this fucking scene. When you look back at collection, it's kind of cool, you know? I think so anyways. What the fuck did he, Jesus, goddamn fuck, this guy sent me a whole goddamn Harry Potter book. Also, the Young Bucks and Morbidity opened the show. Yeah, Morbidity, I can't remember if I listened to it or not, but it looked like decent, you know, figured it looked like early 90s death metal, because it came in the shop. I had to have listened to it, because usually when that stuff I usually do check out. Again, it's in the I forgot more metal than you know pile. They were great as well. Great old school death metal. My gauge for fucking just looking at covers and logos is spot on correct. I was shocked how good they were, considering most, if not all, the members are under 21. That's kind of the way it goes, at least historically speaking, dude. The best music was written by the youth. You know what I mean? Look at Possessed 7 goddamn churches, man. They were like 15, 16 years old. I mean, Becerra said he was 16 or whatever. He was on spring break when they recorded that. Well, dog, you contradict yourself. You rip on the kiddos today and shit like that. I don't rip on the kiddos of today for getting into it or whatever. I just bust their fucking balls because, unfortunately for them, this music is now established. It's been around 40 years. Death metal, goddammit, started in 1985. So there's a back catalog. When guys were starting in a Possessed and Cannibal, there wasn't a back catalog. Those were the creators. What I'm getting at is I bust the youth's balls because they're getting into it like with all the newer bands, and they're completely oblivious to the greats. And again, I understand. You're not going to just know everything when you first come out. It's just my constructive criticism, and not the normal way people do it, to motivate them to check other shit out. Just doing it in a different goddamn formula. But I understand a 16-year-old kid is not going to know it all, heard it all. But partially why I poke fun too and rip on the 16-year-old virgins living in mama's basement is because some of them were where it's like, whoa, you better put some tape on that mouth shut, bitch boy. Is when they start coming in the comments box on any channels and they start talking like an authority. It's like, dude, first off, you had hair on your dick for fucking 2 years, and in that same time frame, you've been listening to death metal on YouTube and Spotify and Bandcamp, aka the newbie poser way back in the fucking day. You had to buy a goddamn hard copy or get a burn of it from your buddy or a dub on cassettes. You're calling the shots and you've been listening to this shit on YouTube for 2 goddamn years. You don't get to call the goddamn shots. You don't get to sit there and tell me what status Cradle of Filth's in. You don't get to sit there and tell me what status Cannibal Corpse is in. Fuck boy, Cradle of Filth was already starting to suck before your mom was sucking your dad. Let's just put it that goddamn way. So when they were still fucking good, because you don't even know those goddamn years, because your mom, your mom she wasn't even fucking your dad yet. She was blowing someone else, probably 5 guys prior. Guaranteed. If you're 16 and you're saying that shit, that's where I call them out, because like, nah, brah. You ain't got 30 years under that bullet belt. You don't get to make authoritative fucking statements. So I call them out in that sense. However, the youth, yes, they're going to be the most excited about all this shit. Because make no mistake, it's like anything. It's because you take it for granted or just so used to it. Am I as excited about metal music as I was when I was 16, 17, 18? Fuck no, not even close. That's because it's just so normal to me, and whether you take it for granted or just whatever the case is. But I'm not burnt out. It's so normal to me. Like, dude, when I'm in the car, it doesn't cross my mind to break the silence with the radio. That is, you realize all jokes aside, no cavaltness, no Mr. King of the UG, none of that crap, not planning to play that card. I'm just being dead ass honest. I have never once in my entire goddamn life, ever, on my own will, my own terms, broke the silence anywhere with the radio or useless fucking background noise. It's either I'm putting on fucking Grave Into the Grave, Deceased Luck of the Corpse, something like that, just throwing on goddamn metal that I grew up and know, don't have to think about it out. What do I listen to? I don't really want to listen to anything new. Just want to listen to something I know. Throw out an album or dead silence. I have never in my life broken the goddamn silence with the radio. Hence, what I'm getting at is, even to this day, it's just so normal. Like, to me, that's just part of me. It's embedded in me. It's in my blood. I don't even think about this shit. So, yeah, I'm not excited like a kid on goddamn Christmas no more about it, but it's metallized blood. It ain't going nowhere, goddamn it. But the kids, they always were. So hence, theoretically, they should be writing the goddamn best music. And theoretically, they probably are. If you're to compare the new bands coming out that are coming out by the 20-year-olds as opposed to new bands coming out by the 40-year-olds, I guess this is kind of a science experiment you could do. I never did it. I didn't even think about it just till now. I bet you the 20-year-olds would win as a majority, who I like more. It's just the only problem is with any new band, it's just hard to do anything that I'm like, okay, I've heard this before. Again, I've said it before. It sounds like goddamn Sinister. It sounds like another Cannibal. It sounds like another Immolation. It's another Incantation. This sounds like Autopsy again. You know what I mean? So it's just like, again, unless the songs blew me away. Another Entombed. The only stuff that since, like I said, in the 2000s was Entrails, that sound Swedish death metal that really appealed to me. There's a couple things here and there. I told you guys about the band Dark Creed. They have one record. That's all you need. Then they have some cover album bullshit that you don't need. But the band's called Dark Creed, and the album's called Dark Regions. Came out there maybe 06, I forget. Came in through Hells. I checked it out. They're from Mexico, but it sounds like just total Swedish. You would think it's from Sweden. Swedish down death metal, but fantastic songs. Stood out immediately. Same with like when Trails, first record. DAWG was there, of course, and bought it. Came in through Hells. Tales from the Morgue. I put it on, and my exact thought was, this sounds like a mix of Into the Grave and Left Hand Path with a little bit more guitar solos. Granted, I didn't count them, but it just seemed like it had a little bit more guitar solos. Fucking loved it. Absolutely loved it immediately, even though it was nothing new. But they had the songs. They were good songwriters. That is what you have to do nowadays, and I've said it many times. It's just, someone new can come out. Again, I think Moulder's a good band, because they have good, catchy, memorable songs. And that's going to be the ear of the beholder. That's a matter just of opinion. So for me, unless there's something that really comes out and stands out, like with the band they just played up, I'll give them a shout out. They just played with the local band Noxus over here today. The band called Obscene. Met those homeboys. Well, the singer came up to me. Seemed like a friendly fella. Says he likes to watch the channel. Obscene. And I listened to him in the shop prior. But yeah, it's good shit. But it just kind of like, it didn't like stick to me. I was like, yeah, I remember, but it didn't sound like that live. I thought I remember it being kind of like, oh, it kind of sounds like early Asphyx. Yeah, it's pretty good shit. But live, I didn't get that vibe. It sounded like something different. But I specifically listened to the shop when we got the CDs in because, oh, cool logo, pretty cool goddamn name. I was like, there's Obscenity from Germany, and I love that shit. The early albums, fucking intense down. The old logo, that'll be the logo look, 90s death metal, the cover did, everything, so I put it on. But again, like, it's hard for that kind of music to stick with me at all because I heard it all, you know what I mean? So it's very few things are going to stick with me, but I recommend if you're a new buck or whatever, if you're still haven't heard all, yeah, go out and check out Obscene. That's another newer death metal band. It's good, solid shit. It's just, yeah, even myself, that's another reason why I wouldn't start a band at all, other than the main reason is time, and I just wasn't interested in start a band. Too many bands, not enough fans. But especially now I wouldn't. I'm like, I agree. I'm the same boat. I couldn't create anything new. Yeah, everything's been taken. I was like, got me. I was like, what else you can fucking do? I was like, I'm just gonna end up sounding like Deicide or something that I really like. So I would be in the same category. So all you can do is just write the best, most memorable songs that you think you can by whatever bands you're influenced by, and just hope people like it. But what I would personally do is I'd be very select, and I'd get, before I release stuff, to try to get as much bang for my goddamn buck, is I would scrap majority of the songs I ever wrote before that I put on recording. I would get other people's takes, what do you think, and play them, and maybe play them live, see how people's attention, and only record those ones. Because, not everything's going to be a great idea. And I would just want to put out, if I was going to put out an album, I want it to be all catchy, memorable. The songs all sound different. Some songs are blasting as fuck. Some are mid-pace. Some are slower songs, but good slow songs. Like, for example, good, because I just listened to the album the other day, Marduk World Funeral, the last goddamn Marduk album I care about. Playing Angel cool, but without no Legion, no go, goddammit. But one of my favorite songs, you guys know I don't like slow, I'm not a big slow guy. The song Bleached Bones on World Funeral is one of my favorite probably one of my favorite Marduk songs, period, but definitely probably my favorite song on that album, or at least top two, with Satan and Victorious Weapons is up with there too. But it's a slower song, but it's eerie and kind of like a sing-along fucking just dark in the graveyard song that just has like emotion to it. So that was a good fucking song. So if you can mix up an album to where it's just all memorable in that sense, because especially if you're going to do like a Christian or something, hell, it was even hard with Christian. This shit's going to blur together, just all speed. Granted, when you can pull it off, then it's great. That's why a clone band like Abhorrence, Evoking the Abomination, is the songs you can tell them apart, and it's all blasting. Marduk, Panzer Division Marduk, why that's the greatest goddamn blasting black metal album of all time, my personal favorite black metal of all time, is literally, it's blasting from beginning to end, but you literally can identify the songs. I can, no goddamn problem. Put them on there and ask the dog which song it is. I mean, I might fucking slip up, but I'll be able to get majority of them. Yeah, I'll definitely be able to get majority of them, goddammit. No doubt about it. Maybe not 10 seconds in, but fucking, as I was listening to the goddamn song, for sure, goddammit. Where the fuck did I leave on this goddamn essay? Morbidity, yeah. He's like, I was shocked how good they were, considering most of the members were under 21. He's like, plus that young kid frontman was in the Moulder mosh pit the whole show. Again, dude, he's young as fuck and excited as shit. This also may have been the first time that two bands that have had paid reviews on your channel played on the same show. Oh, is that how I know Morbidity? They did a paid review? Again, I can't remember, dude. This shit, again, DAWG's around metal 24 goddamn 7. Like, all jokes aside, other than goddamn sleeping, I am. Even at the fucking gym, what do you think I'm listening to? Primarily metal. Some of it's like motivational videos and shit like that. But there's always at least some metal sprinkled in there. So technically, I'm literally around at 24/7, other than goddamn, than sleeping. Hell, even fucking. You never know, goddammit. Might be some King Diamond on the back player. Not that you need to know, goddamn weirdo. This also may have been the first time that two bands, I think Morbidity paid for their own review, and I know paid you for a review of Engrossed in Decay. Oh, is that the guy that, the Easy paid ski? Sent like $50, can he review Engrossed in Decay? Yeah, that he is excited. I was like, shit, I need fucking 10 more of these guys on a daily. Dog will be fucking rolling in the dough. Sending me $50 to do a goddamn review on an album that I already own and like. I'm like, fuck. That's like somebody paying me $50. Hey, J-Dog, can you review goddamn Christian Black Force Domain? No problem, buddy. This is easy. Making my job too fucking easy. Send those over if you want. I'll give it a full goddamn review. If the dudes from Morbidity see this, the fact that he paid goddamn $50 for me to review an album that he knows I own and like, I'm pretty goddamn sure he's a daily DAWG watcher. Could be wrong, just an educated goddamn guess. Just know that you paying J-Dawg for a review was a great business decision. 100% is, dude. Like 100% is, dude. Like I'm not. If you can't figure that out as a band, again, I understand why an established band like Cyanide or Nunslaughter or just any established band, Deceased. Deceased isn't sending a paid. No fucking shit, dude. They're an established goddamn band. But if you're a new band, you've been around, for starters, 5 years and under, you're fucking new. Hate to break it to you, brah. So if you're a new band, you try word of mouth. Well, I mean, you know every video gets at least 3,000 goddamn views, and the DAWG's goddamn go-getter does daily videos. It's a no fucking brainer to get your name out there. I mean, why do you think advertisement is so important? Why do you think McDonald's still does commercials? Does McDonald's honestly still need to do commercials? No, but that getting that name out there is if you haven't figured it out on your own, because that's common sense shit in my goddamn book. If you haven't figured that common sense shit out on your own, then you've already failed as a businessman. You got no goddamn chance. You better hope that luck just falls in your lap, like winning the goddamn lottery. Probably not going to, so success-wise, you're fucked. So I hope you just love doing it, because otherwise, you ain't going to get shit else out of it. He said, my friend and I were going for sure to see Moulder, but once we saw Morbidity was the first band playing, we made sure to be there early to catch their set as we knew about them from the channel. Yeah, didn't I say it was pretty good? I remember it being. Again, I remember that. Maybe, so I thought I listened to See in the Shop, so again, in the pile of I forgot more melody, but I recognize the name. Now, didn't I? Again, there's so much goddamn shit that it's a blessing and a curse. It's cool, of course, but the part of you is going to start to take it for granted. A part of it's going to blur together. And I don't know what the solution is for that. I really don't. If you got ideas, I guess, throw them on the goddamn comments box. He's like, we were so impressed by them, we bought some merch. That's what you're supposed to do at goddamn shows, dude. That's what me and my brothers always did. I do it to this day much more sparingly. But when I go see the bands I like, I try to buy a shirt or something. One, to support them. And two, if it's something I like and kind of as a memory. You know what I mean? Usually, a Cannibal. I don't know if did I buy anything. The last Cannibal show, I think that's when I bought the Vile long sleeve. I especially wanted that because the old school Vile long sleeve, and it kind of annoys me too when I see hoagies wearing that goddamn Vile long sleeve, because you know goddamn well, just for example, the line, that's the main reason I bought the shirt, the old school version, Dawg used to have it back in the day, that stab, hack, slash, kill down the slide, fantastic fucking goddamn line. That's from one of my favorite goddamn Cannibal songs of all time, Puncture Wound Massacre. Short as fuck. Don't know why those knuckleheads ain't playing a goddamn live. And goddamn, if you can sing that out loud with Corpse Grinder at the speed he does it in, then because I know the words very, very well, but man, is it a goddamn tongue twister. I've tried. But one of my favorite Cannibal songs, probably other than, I would say, Perverse Suffering and Puncture Wound Massacre is my favorite songs on Vile, first death metal album I ever goddamn heard. For all you guys that are on the loop, that's literally the first death metal album I heard. I was 10 goddamn years old. Eazy-E bought it. Dawg called me in the room. Holy shit, man, you can't even understand what the guy's saying. And we fucking loved it. So it was a life-changing album for me. Again, I call it like it is. I'm a newbie, goddammit. Even Athnar. Oh yeah, dude, what the hell? Hearing the fifth Cannibal Corpse album? That's total newbie. Try telling them, man. they don't listen. But again, I get it. If you're 19 and you were born in fucking 2005, yeah, I guess I've been around a while in the scene. Then compared to that, yes. But that's specifically why I bought that long sleeve for the show. And I like the back. That is some roughness and toughness and a true goddamn slogan. And it fit the album, just vile death metal. I was like, because the old school version didn't say that. I liked that. So it's kind of brought back old memories. But so when I wear it, there's like value behind it. When I see these hoagies. Dude, they're lucky if they can name one goddamn song off that album. And honestly, I'm going to go a step further. Being able to mention Devour Vermin, that don't even goddamn count. I would sure as fuck, you know that. It's the only song they've been playing live off that for the last goddamn 10 fucking years. So like something like that I bought at the show. Deicide. Bought like the third version of Serpents of Light. So it was a different pressing than I had. And that's like, you could argue that's my favorite record ever. It's in there. It's in the goddamn top. It's between like that, Tomb of the Mutilated, Show No Mercy, Putrefaction, Repulsion, Horrified, goddamn. It's in there, guy. It's like a coin toss between like shit like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I try to. You support the bands. When Exhum's got cool designs, I bought in something. Yeah, the last Exhumed, I bought an updated Slaughter Call and Anatomy as Destiny, because the original Anatomy, the way it came out, sucked. I think there was like no logo on there. You know, Harvey's my boy. I like to support him. You know what I mean? Because I understand it's on the road, but that's stuff that I really like. If I just go see a random band, I'm like, it was fine. Do I buy something? No. But when I was, you know, it's kind of like tipping your goddamn your waitress. You know what I mean? Well, I hope you do, unless you're a fucking jerk. I always do. It's kind of like, you know, they gave you something you really like. You know, buy something, man. Hook them the fuck up. Now if they suck fucking shit, just boom off goddamn stage. As far as I'm goddamn concerned. God damn, this took up the whole fucking video. I mean, it's literally the entire goddamn fucking page, homeboy sense. Fuck, they leave off with this goddamn essay. Man, first play. We made sure to be, my friend, we made sure to be there early to catch their set as we knew about them from the channel. We were so impressed by them. We bought some merch. Okay, great concert. I hope to catch these local bands shows many times over the years and watch them both get bigger year by year. Yeah, I mean, as long as Moulder, for sure. I can't speak for Morbidity because I never seen them live, and I haven't. Sounds like they're young and upcoming. But Moulder, I have a feeling if they stick it out, they can tough it out. You know, throughout the ups and downs and the monotony of doing everything over and over. I think that they're in 10 years they could be not Cannibal size or nothing like that, but maybe like by today's standards, an incantation size, immolation size. I think that's definitely doable. I definitely do. If they keep pushing the name, doing all these shows, get on that goddamn stupid ass social media that I think's gay as fuck, but it's a necessity to advertise. Don't, which I don't think they would. Don't change your formula. Stick to your sound. Just honestly, Chuck Billy, what would James Hetfield do? Get the fuck out of here, dude. If you're a death metal band, you want to be successful, what you should be honestly doing is, what would Cannibal Corpse do? Seriously, because think about it, is why are they the largest death metal band in existence? One of the reasons is, dude, they never left. We're back! They pumped out albums every 1 to 3 years, approximately. And they toured extensively, worked their asses off. Another thing is they never changed their fucking formula, you know, pissing their fucking fans' face. Grant, I understand there's like, because you're never going to fucking please them all, is some people when Barnes left, etc. But they stayed a death metal band, you know, as opposed to like Carcass or something. There's literally people, I mean, I know multiple people. Fuck Carcass! Like when Heartwork came out, I know a guy that says, dude, fucking goddamn Michael Amott should be dragged from the back of a pickup truck for ruining that goddamn record. And I quote, no names goddamn mentioned him. That's literally what he said. Granted, I like Heartwork. I disagree with that. But I'm just saying, like, stick with your goddamn formula because you're gonna 100% have fans fall off. I mean, every afternoon's got to sound the same. Just don't go in left field. So like someone like Moulder, no female vocals on any albums, no goddamn keyboards, no dumbass clean vocals. Those would be the biggest goddamn offenders. And you don't have to write necessarily a repetitive record, the same old, but it better be damn well in that goddamn style. They do that, keep on grinding with the current buzz they have and the growth that I've seen coming. I think that they definitely have a goddamn bright future ahead of me. Again, I'm no goddamn fucking psychic, so I could be wrong. But if I was guessing, which is all I'm doing, that's my honest goddamn fucking take. Guess wait and see, right? Comes with surge, but the combat scans are in the morning, and goddamn, get those paid skis in. It's drying up again right around goddamn Christmas time, and that pisses the dog off. So send goddamn dog those goddamn paid skis. Fucking ho ho ho. Pick up that Dead by Dog ticket, and goddamn Robert Dolezel, you better be at goddamn Dead by Dog. You're in basically Chicago-ish area. That's a 6.5 hour drive. You can do that in your sleep, homie. And very good chance the Moulder guys will be there. So come hang out with the Moulder. There's a few updated things. Can't say yet. Probably can't say for a few months. You'll know why, goddammit. But a few more bright announcements around fest time. It's going to be a great goddamn weekend. Let's just say that. Get your ass out there. Tickets in the description box, homeboy. I already said it, goddammit. Later.